It's time to join your host, Jean-Francois Gemme, founder of List Building Anonymous, the 12-step program for building a profitable online business, and the only podcast which delivers A to Z strategies from the online trenches and experts straight to you.
Hi, my name is Jean-Francois and I'm a list builder. I want to welcome you to today's episode where we'll go over the step 4 of the 12-step program for building a profitable online business. This step is we made a searching and fearless inventory of ourselves to reveal our superpower. So this is the part of the 4 first step that are really foundational for building a profitable online business. And as it's said in the step, the goal is to reveal our superpower. So in that way, it's not something that will be new. It's something that we already have inside of us. So that's why let's start with the first part, that is what is a searching and fearless inventory of ourselves. So first, in order to do that, we need honesty, humility, and courage. And to give some ideas and some ground base to start that inventory, there are some questions that you may want to ask yourself. So first would be to ask what talents, knowledge, or skills that we have. There's another good question to ask ourselves is what would we do even if we don't get paid for? And the last one is what do people ask us about often? Another thing that we can do is ask maybe 3 or 4 people that are close to us, maybe friends or family members, and ask them the same question. So then you get your own perspective, but sometimes an outside perspective is also very good, because what often happen is that we don't necessarily see how amazing we are, but also our unique abilities. As it comes a second nature to us, it doesn't seem like a big deal. So by asking other people, we might discover something that was like second to none for us, but for other people, they are amazing abilities that we have. And there's at least one thing, but my guess is that there's more than one thing, that you're better than most people. So you might even dismiss some of your skill because it comes so easy to you. But I guarantee you that there's thousands of people that would flock to you if only you get the word out. So there's another way also that you can put forth your gift, is a strategy I call one chapter ahead. There's a great movie that is one of my favorite movie that is called Catch Me If You Can, and that stars Leonardo DiCaprio and Tom Hanks. And it's a true story about Frank Abagnale who got arrested for falsified checks. But the point in that about that movie and the one chapter ahead is that in his early age in the movie, it's more detailed in the book, but Frank Abagnale pretend to be a substitute teacher, and he did teach a class for almost an entire semester. And when he finally get caught by the authority, they asked them how he did that, and he just said that he just read one chapter ahead. So, for example, you would be surprised how most companies and expert online that launch courses or digital products, in fact, they sell them even before they even created them. So, meaning that they come up with a framework, with the IDs, the different, maybe the different chapter, the different topic that they want to cover, but the product or the course are not created yet, and yet they are able to sell it because they start by frame it and maybe do the first chapter, and then with the first person that bought these product, they create as they go the product. We've seen that many times, and in fact, it's almost a strategy to make sure that you create the product and have the first customer give you more ideas and more detailed topic to cover. Another example also I like to share is something that is personal to me. In my real life, if I can say, I'm a hockey player and I'm a goaltender. I've been goaltender for more than 30 years. So now with all this experience, there's many tactic and strategy as a goaltender that I know that I perfect. But with the age also, I'm not in the same shape that I was in my 20s, but there's still, for example, goaltenders that are in their 20s or maybe 30s that are better than me, that have more physical abilities than me, but still with the experience that I have, I can still teach them. So when I realized that, it gave me also the vision that even if I'm not the better at something, I can still teach to other people what I know and the sum of my experience. So in this episode, we focused on how to perform a searching and fearless inventory of ourselves. We also talked about the fact that we all have information we know and abilities that we master better than most people. And lastly, we talked about the concept of the one chapter ahead. So being able to reveal our superpower is really something really important because as you will see in the future step, I think it's step number 8, we'll work on identify our target audience. And in order to do that, first, there's some things that we need to look at, but it's also tied to our superpower because by identifying our target audience, it's important that we know what value that we want to bring them and that we focus on master this superpower that we decide to reveal. So now in the next episode, later this week, we'll go deeper into this step with someone who master his superpower. So I'm really excited about having this guest for that next episode. Then for next week, we'll continue with step 5, which is we identified the best traffic method for us and crafted our game plan to get the financial resources. And we'll have, again, another amazing guest for that step as well. So you don't want to miss these episodes. So keep an eye on your email inbox as I will send you the invite and reveal the name of that guest. I want to thank you for tuning in and look forward to lock arms with you and together master these steps. Until then, I wish you an amazing journey.
This is thepodcastfactory.com.